Hey everyone, it is I, DPX here. Welcome back to another episode of the podcast. DPX talks for about an hour, I'd say so. And today we have it's an episode by myself again. I keep slacking off on getting, a guest on here, but I don't know who, but I will try my best to get one next month. But yeah, we got a few things to talk about, so we'll just get right into it. Got some briefer things. One of them is, this was something that leaked, something that came out, last week, and I feel like it's just been, it kind of took over the entire week of last week, you know what I mean? It kind of just took over, and I was going to make it one of the main topics here, but I decided not to because, it's kind of died down a little bit. And that's The Last of Us Part 1. I've talked about The Last of Us Part 1 last episode. It was, basically just announced last episode. And I thought that, it's a very unnecessary game to remake. The Last of Us is already a very near-perfect game. It's been re-released multiple times. People are saying, yeah, but if they re-release Bloodborne for $70, if they re-release Uncharted, any of the Uncharted games for $70, you'll buy it. I don't think I would, okay? The Last of Us Part 1 is not necessary. Well, leaks came out, and, many people thought that it was going to be, the story of The Last of Us 1, and, the gameplay of The Last of Us Part 2, but the leaks came out, and it's pretty much the same game as The Last of Us Part 1, the original. So, me personally, I feel like that kind of just, confirms that, why are they making this game? I feel like all these assets and all these, resources should be going into a game that, into a game that's more necessary, Maybe you shouldn't, maybe instead of remaking The Last of Us, you can remake, an older Naughty Dog game, like a Jak and Daxter game, you know what I mean? But I guess it's a safe game. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm sure it's gonna be great. I'm sure it's gonna sell well. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm just gonna play the original game because that's where it's at. You know what I mean? So the next thing I want to talk about quickly is a little thing. Discord. I use Discord a lot. Hell, when I get guests on here, we always call through Discord. And well, I'm thinking maybe, well, I don't even know what I was gonna say. Well, there have been rumors that Xbox is gonna. It's really hot in here. I'm getting really sweaty. Fuck, man. There were rumors that Xbox was gonna buy out Discord. You know what I mean? And while I don't think that has happened, I could be forgetting. But no, they definitely did not buy Discord. What am I talking? I would know if they did. But recently, Xbox and Discord announced a partnership. Pretty cool. They're integrating Discord into Xbox, and it's going to be a voice chat thing. Pretty cool. The thing is about this, though, is I feel Xbox is the one that needs it the least. I think it's going to come to PlayStation at some point. And PlayStation has a voice chat feature, but I feel like the whole PlayStation voice chat with all the things about how PlayStation are listening into your conversations and shit. Maybe Discord would be a better option than for PlayStation. The console the console that needs Discord more than anything else, the Switch. The Switch needs. You want to use a fucking phone fucking phone app to do voice chat. Like, Nintendo's been, yeah, they've just been, it's, you know, the meme is they don't know how to do online. Adding adding something like Discord to the Switch, bam, you get voice chat for like every game. So I think they should absolutely do that, for sure. Speaking of Nintendo, in other news, this was gonna be a bigger topic, but I decided, it's been a little while, and I don't think I have too much to say on it. Yeah, that is Nintendo acquiring, I forget the name of the company, Dynamo Pictures. They're an animation studio, and I'm not too familiar with them, but the thing is, Nintendo they've acquired Dynamo Studios and are renaming them to Nintendo Pictures, and now so basically Nintendo are starting their own animation studio for like animated films, and that's interesting. They've done one movie, just movie in general, the Super Mario Brothers movie, and it's a masterpiece for all the wrong reasons. But now they're doing the Super Mario Bros. Movie with Illumination, which usually it's like, why are they doing that? Illumination suck, but they delayed it because they want it to be good. So that gave me a little bit of hope, to be honest. This could allow many different things. I think many of Nintendo franchises, many of their franchises could work very well into a movie. Like, you can very easily make a Legend of Zelda movie. You can definitely make a Metroid movie. I think you can totally make a Star Fox movie, a Fire Emblem movie. I think you can make a Donkey Kong movie. Hell, I even think a Luigi's Mansion movie or like a Wario movie would work. I think those two, in fact, I think all those would work way better than a Mario movie. Because the thing about Mario is, like, in every Mario game, Mario's always the least interesting element from any game he's in, and so you make him the star of his own movie. It's like you don't really have much to work with this character. Luigi, on the other hand, like, you can very easily do a Luigi's Mansion movie. Wario is so interesting. I think you can even do a fucking Peach movie. Nintendo, with opening up an animation studio, they have many opportunities. A Splatoon movie. Maybe this can all lead to a Super Smash Brothers movie. That would make my heart explode if they did a Smash Brothers movie. I'm cautiously optimistic, though, because maybe it's almost like Nintendo are seeing what Illumination are doing, and they're like, you know what, we want to do this ourselves, but maybe, like, I don't really remember how much they had to do with the Mario Brothers movie, the first one. I've heard conflicting things, that they had a lot to do with it, or they didn't have a lot to do with it, so I don't know. But let's hope this works out, because I actually like the idea of these animated Nintendo movies. So yeah, that's that. I got two more brief topics. One of them is Anthem. This is just a little thing I saw earlier. Anthem, remember that game? It was supposed to be BioWare's new big game, after, not having the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic games anymore, and not, kind of fumbling it with Dragon Age and fumbling it with Mass Effect. They did Anthem, and it blew. That game blows. And, well, apparently you can get it at GameStop for 1 cent. 1 cent. That's insane to me. That, like, I completely forgot that game existed, you know. In 2019, and I remember, like, in 2020 as well, you know, that game was, like, the biggest, was the kind of talk of the town, how much it just failed, you know. I say 2020 because they were trying to, like, reboot the game and give it, like, a fresh, like, restart, if you know what I mean, and then they abandoned that, and now it's at GameStop for 1 cent. You can go there, pick that game up, give them a fucking penny for this game, and you get Anthem. Who wins here? Nobody. No one wins. That just shows how much it failed, you know, and how little people want to buy it. They just want to, like, these GameStops just want to get rid of this game, you know? BioWare, they did a great job with the Mass Effect Legendary Edition. I love that, you know, and they're coming out with a new Dragon Age game sometime and a new Mass Effect game sometime. So that is exciting. So maybe they can turn themselves around. But yeah, like, Anthem kind of, for a little while, I guess, put the nail in their coffin. But yeah, that's that. One more topic, one more brief topic. Sad news. Sad. Choco Taco. Yeah, it's not gaming related, movie related, TV related, wrestling related. I have a wrestling related one later on. None of that. No, it's not pop culture related. It's food related. Choco Taco. You know? It was never really my ice cream of choice, but it's tasty. A Choco Taco is tasty. You get like a little, you know, nice ice cream in the form of a taco. You know, it's like an ice cream cone, but it's not a cone. The cone, they shape-shifted it into a taco, if you know what I mean. So that's pretty cool. They're discontinuing it. It's beloved the world over, you know. Choco Tacos, a lot of people love Choco Taco. Again, not my first ice cream of choice, you know. I usually go for the Chip Witch, you know what I mean, or like that Oreo Chip Witch, you know what, you know, like with basically like 2 giant Oreos as like the bread, and then the like cookies and cream ice cream in the middle. Oh, that's so good. But the Choco Taco is pretty good, you know. They're discontinuing it. Klondike are discontinuing it. That's sad. I hate to see it because they're tasty. Next time I go and get ice cream, I'm getting a Choco Taco, because, you know, they're discontinuing it. I don't know how. You know, that doesn't mean they're gonna completely phase out immediately. You know, I can definitely go to like my gas station and find some like a Choco Taco and bam. But it's just sad to see such a popular ice cream be discontinued. So that's that. Sorry about that, everyone. About that pause. I had to get up and I grabbed a towel here because it's that fucking hot. I'm sweating that much. This is the studio, but there's like no like AC or anything in here. You know, it's basically just a closed room with just nothing. So yeah, that's kind of. But anyways, we're gonna move on to our bigger topics. I'm going to start with this one that dropped earlier today, and I've been seeing a lot of people talk about it. And let me pull up some stuff. That is... so I paused. I kind of don't really remember what I was saying, other than I'm going to pull some stuff up. That is GTA 6. This is a game that's been, like, you know, in development, you know. And I'm willing to bet. I'm willing to bet that when this game comes out, it will be the most anticipated game of all time. Like, the most hyped game of all time. When this game comes out, it will be a huge deal, and I think will top sales charts in fucking days. Okay? Like, just imagine how big GTA 5 is now. Imagine a brand new GTA game coming out. Let's just say, I actually don't see this coming out on PS4, Xbox One, or even Switch. I see this being PS5, Xbox Series, and PC. So just let's just say, more people have the PS5 and Xbox Series. It's more readily available than this game comes out. It's gonna be massive. I don't know. Guys, this will... I can't even fathom how fucking huge, this game will be when it comes out. Just how... It's gonna be everywhere. Okay? So, yeah. It seems like they're taking their time, and I have a lot of, Rockstar have kind of soured me a lot lately. With, their... with the GTA trilogy... and the GTA Plus subscription thing for GTA 5, fuck off with that. And then how they, canceled Red Dead Redemption 1 and, remakes for Red Dead Redemption 1 and GTA 4. That was kind of just, oh, come on, guys. You know what I mean? But, I've been optimistic about GTA 6, and this game is shit. I've lost all respect for Rockstar. Because they've been working on this game for how long? And not been releasing any other game for how long? And they put out a shit game? I sound very toxic when I say that, Obviously, games come out, some of them are good, some of them are bad. But, Rockstar, with the resources they have and the amount of time they're spending, and not particularly just the amount of resources they have for this game, but the amount of resources they're not using for other games so they can do this one, this game better be good. This is the one game where it's it better be good. You know what I mean? Or else, if this game isn't good, we riot. I'm not even the biggest GTA fan out there. I love a lot of the games. I love San Andreas especially. I never really played too much of GTA 5, although I know that game's, amazing. But still, this game I'm telling you, it's gonna be fucking huge when it comes out. But anyways, I'm getting a little off track. Some details came out today. I'm reading off of Polygon. New details on GTA 6 have seemingly been revealed by Bloomberg in a new report on developer Rockstar Games. The report is about the changing culture at the company and how it may impact the development of the studio's upcoming project, which happens to be the next Grand Theft Auto game, releasing in 2020 fucking 9, okay? That's gonna be their next game, guys. We're gonna have to wait that long. Tellingly, this is one of the big things, okay? Tellingly, one of the game's main protagonists will reportedly be a woman, a first for the series. According to Bloomberg, she will be a Latina who will star alongside someone else in a story influenced by Bonnie and Clyde. Grand Theft Auto 6 will be set in a fictionalized version of Miami and the surrounding areas, while original plans for a game world... Sorry, I thought I heard someone come in here. Okay, as I was saying, while original plans for a game world that covered many locations throughout North and South America were scrapped, the world remains extremely large and includes more indoor locations than any previous GTA game, according to Bloomberg. This change of location was specifically made to help keep the game's ambition and scope a little more realistic, hopefully avoiding the kinds of development crunch that Rockstar titles used to be known for. Throughout the development of Grand Theft Auto 6, Rockstar has apparently been careful to avoid overtime in general, unlike on previous games. I don't want to read the whole article, but yeah, the main takeaways are that it's a woman, a woman of she's Latino, and it's set in like a kind of like a Miami setting, and it's gonna be like a Bonnie and Clyde sort of thing. That's interesting. I never even thought about like having a GTA game where a woman is the main protagonist, but do it. I think you want to make this game different, and this is probably going to be the biggest GTA game ever. Obviously, I said just like how anticipated it is and how many people are going to be buying this game, but also like it seems like in scale the game's going to be really big, so big that they actually had to cut down on sort of like they were going a little too ambitious from what I just read. But you have that, and you have a Latina woman there. Then you show some diversity. That's pretty cool stuff. And the fictionalized version of Miami is interesting. Miami, at least like fictionalized versions of Miami, as I've seen in a lot of media, like Hotline Miami is a good example, but like beyond just that, like in movies and television, fictionalized versions of Miami are always like really cool places. So for that to be like, the whole thing with this game, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty stoked for GTA 6. So just imagine just how massive, like I don't know if you know this, GTA 5 is the most profitable entertainment product of all time. More than any other game, of course, but also more than any other movie, television show, any music album, any sports event, any entertainment thing. GTA 5 is the number one most profitable entertainment product of all time. And when that might not be something you have known, but when you hear that, you're like, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, because 3 generations, there's like it has 6 different copies, 6 different versions of the game, PS3, PS4, PS5, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox Series, and a 7th with the PC version, I feel like if they come out with I don't want to get into this discussion, but like if they come out with like a new Switch revision that can play like bigger games, I'm sure this game will be right on there. So imagine all that popularity, all this like just massive, just how huge GTA is. We get a new one. So all these things interest me, all these, a new, having a woman be the main protagonist is interesting. It's a first for the series. Having a whole Bonnie and Clyde thing seems interesting. Having a fictionalized version of Miami seems interesting. I cannot wait. Part of me just wants to see just like the hype surrounding this game, This might be like, how like a new console comes, like the Wii? Like, yeah, obviously the PS5 and Xbox Series X, but that was like a chip shortage. When the Wii came out, like, no one was able to get it because it was so popular. Imagine that happens with this game. Like, people will be forced to buy it digitally even when they don't want to. That's going to be crazy. But yeah, that's what I think about this and about GTA 6 in general. So yeah, moving on. We have something that's rather old, but I really wanted to talk about this because I have thoughts on it. So I'm a big wrestling fan. You guys may know that, or you may not have known that. If you didn't know that, I'm a big wrestling fan, But I kind of haven't really been watching much wrestling at all lately. Like, since WrestleMania, which I did an entire episode of this podcast kind of reviewing WrestleMania. Since that, yeah, I haven't really watched much. I've watched a little bit of AEW, what was it, Double or Nothing. I watched AEW's Forbidden Door, and I also watched WWE's Money in the Bank. 3 really good events. but like I didn't watch any of the build up surrounding them, you know. So yeah, we're talking about WWE. One of my issues, and probably the issue a lot of other people had with this company, with WWE for a while, was that, you know, the product seems stuck in the past. And that's because of one, Vince McMahon. He's stuck in the past. He was, what, like, almost 80 years old? He's in his late 70s, I believe. Well, he's been in the news a lot lately because of some misconduct allegations, you know, and like he had alleged affairs with a lot of other people, a lot of other women, and it came out that he paid hush money. And look, basically, I just want to let you guys know I'm not an investigator, you know. I play a character, the in-depth detective, but in all seriousness, I ain't a detective. I ain't an investigator. But I just want to. This does not take a genius to figure out. If you're doing an investigation and you find out someone has paid someone else hush money, they're guilty. That you don't pay hush money if you're innocent. I'm sorry, that just doesn't happen. You know, you don't pay someone money when you're innocent. So yeah, and no one's arguing that Vince McMahon's innocent here. So like, you know, all that happened. He stepped down for a little bit and had his daughter Stephanie McMahon become the new chairwoman. But now he stepped down completely. He's retired from the WWE, and now Triple H is replacing him. And Triple H, I've been wanting Triple H to replace, Vinnie Mac for a while now because of his work over at NXT. You know, making some, like, seriously new, like, getting some people over like crazy over there. And that's supposed to be developmental, you know. And whenever people went from NXT to the main roster, you know, and the main roster of which Vince McMahon was helming, it was always like cause for concern that Vinnie Mac was going to fumble them, you know. And he did often, like a lot of times, you know. Let's name some, like Keith Lee. You know, well, Keith Lee's a bit different. Vince McMahon actually got him over, but like, I'm trying to think. There's too many, really. Finn Balor. You know, he was like a huge like star in NXT. He comes up to the main roster, and he was pushed like a lot. Like he was thrown right into the world title picture once he got called up to the main roster. But he unfortunately got an injury. You know, shit happens. But when he came back, he went nowhere near the world title picture. You know, Samoa Joe, obviously he was marred by injuries, but like they never once like pulled the trigger on him becoming champion. You know, Neville should have totally been world champion in on the main roster. But no, they didn't. They just didn't do it with him, you know. So like, yeah, and I think it's. I don't want to say I don't think the thing is that it's time for Vince to leave, but it's time for, like, you know, to switch some things up over there, you know. And if that takes Vince McMahon to leave, then yes, then it is time for him to leave. You know what I mean? Because, like, I'm not going to deny, like, you know, we all might not like the way he books his show, and, you know, he might be guilty of all these horrible things. You can't deny his importance in professional wrestling. He revolutionized it, you know? Like Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant and The Undertaker, you know, Bret Hart, all those, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, all of them were Vince McMahon. He got them all over. And then, like, lately, like, you don't have any, like, I guess, like, you know, since then, there's obviously been like John Cena, there's been Brock Lesnar, there's been Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio. Lately, like most lately, like Roman Reigns is like, they're really pushing Roman Reigns. But other than him, I can't really. There's no like one guy that's like been that I can really say is like a top guy. Like not even someone like Seth Rollins, like or Bobby Lashley, It's it's time for a fresh new, like it's time for things to change up over there. Vince McMahon, when he got The Rock and Austin, when he got them over, like that was when all the other companies that were warring with him, WCW and ECW and those guys, were kind of like stuck in the past. WCW were doing some fucking stupid shit, like getting Russo involved and just everything with that, having David Arquette be the fucking world champion. For those of you, I'm sure a lot of you guys who listen to this podcast, don't really know wrestling that much. I kid you not, in WCW, David Arquette was world champion. As, like, a guest, like, actor. He wasn't a wrestler, necessarily. So, yeah, that's a sentence that just came out of my mouth. But, like, and they were all fucking up stuff, while Vince McMahon was, like, killing it with The Rock and Austin and Triple H and those guys, And, like, now it's kind of the other way around, where, like, Vince McMahon's just making a bunch of stupid fucking, like, decisions, while AEW is fucking killing it with people like, Jon Moxley or Adam Page or Adam Cole, I do understand that two of those people I just said were ex WWE guys, but even guys like, Sammy Guevara or Lance Archer or Darby Allin, those are all people you could totally see being like future world champions. So MJF, there's a weird thing going on with him right now. I haven't really been following any wrestling at all lately. But last I saw, like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with MJF, but like, he's definitely a future world champion if he sticks around there. And there's not really someone you can really, say, like, this guy's a future world champion in, like, the relatively near future in WWE. And I think with Triple H there, he knows how to get people over, and he knows how to get more than just one person over. Like, Vince McMahon's been getting Roman Reigns over, and for a little while he got, Big E over, he got Bobby Lashley over, he got Seth Rollins over. He gave Seth Rollins this really cool gimmick, and he deserves a title reign. But, like, he's really been... He's only been consistently pushing Roman Reigns. And I feel like they've been pushing him a little too much, giving him both titles. Like, I feel like he's got to lose one of them. I feel like Triple H could really turn things around there. I don't want them to fucking kill AEW. You know what I mean? I like the competition here. But, like, maybe now it won't be like, when they go from WWE to AEW, they've gone to a better place. Maybe it's like, just competition. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Yeah, because it's just something, I didn't even think this would happen anytime soon, and the fact that, it's happening, and I think it's legit. I think, like, Vinnie Mac really is, like, stepping down for good. So, yeah, it's quite crazy. NFTs. Ooh, everyone's favorite NFTs. That's everyone's favorite thing fucking ever, right? Wrong. No, who the fuck likes NFTs? NFT crypto bros, if you're watching this, please click off. Fuck off. I don't want to hear you being like, oh, you fucking... No. Alright? Shut up. So, okay, I don't really know where I was, but, NFTs is, they're so stupid, and the conversation around them has kind of died down, and they kind of started to back up a little bit lately with Square Enix selling their franchises to Embracer Group to invest in fucking blockchains. With Polyum console, remember that shit? I cannot wait for that to never come out. I'm telling you that everyone's all upset about that. That's not going to come out. This is never going to release. But when it comes to just video games, like, no gamer wants NFTs. I think I speak for everyone. And if I don't speak for them, if you're a gamer and you want NFTs, please get some help. Okay? But when it came to Minecraft, they just completely rejected NFTs. And this, I actually wasn't going to talk about this, but, this is a pretty big, everyone's talking about this. This is, kind of the talk of the town, and I think there's some things to say here. They just released a little statement saying, NFTs are not inclusive of all our community and create a scenario of the haves and not the... Fuck. I fucked up. NFTs are not inclusive of all our community and create a scenario of the haves and have-nots. Reading on the Washington Post, Mojang also said that the Mindset NFTs would introduce into Minecraft would tarnish players' long-term enjoyment of the game. The company expressed concern that players would spend more time appraising NFTs' values and trying to make money through Minecraft over playing the game itself. The statement listed other issues Mojang had with NFTs around quality control, instances of fraud, and NFTs sold at artificially inflated values. However, the ban on NFTs was conditional. Mojang said it would pay close attention to how the technology evolves. To ensure, and this is a quote, to ensure that Minecraft players have a safe and inclusive experience, blockchain technologies are not permitted to be integrated inside our Minecraft client and server applications, nor they be utilized to create NFTs associated with any in-game content, including worlds, skins, persona items, or other mods. Reads the statement. We also have no plans of implementing blockchain technology into Minecraft right now. And yeah, so that's basically said it. They just reject NFTs, and good on them. Good on Mojang, because, they're with us. No one wants NFTs in our video games. You know what I mean? To be honest, I'm not even quite sure how, you can even incorporate them into video games. These crypto bros, they're like, oh, you Minecraft, you guys don't want to make a fucking, you guys don't want NFTs, we're gonna make our own NFT Minecraft game. I don't even know how an NFT game works. How do you do that? I'm sure there's some out there already, but how do they fucking work? So, but this is a big deal. The reason why this is a big deal is because, we... Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we've gotten... I think this might be the first time, any game company has, publicly rejected NFTs. Some companies said, they're not doing NFTs, with the whole PlayStation Stars thing, which I was going to talk about that, but I don't really have much to say about it. A rewards program, they said you get rewards for, platinum in games, people thought that meant NFTs. They're like, no, it does not mean NFTs. I and it it's kind of a thing where, like, you know, now companies have to come out and say, like, no NFTs. Nope, not me, not today. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot to say about this one, really. Maybe it should have been a smaller topic, but, like, yeah, Minecraft rejects NFTs, so good on them. Alright, moving on now. We got Comic-Con, New York. No, not New York. San Diego Comic-Con. There's a lot, specifically on the Marvel side, but we'll go over. I'll briefly try to go over everything. Alright, I'm going to quickly go over everything else, and then I'm going to go over some of, like, the MCU stuff, because they announced, like, their full, like, phase, 5 and a little bit of phase 6. And yeah, so going down the list, we got a trailer for the new Dungeons and Dragons movie, Honor Among Thieves. That looked pretty cool. The TMNT Cowabunga collection now has a release date. Very soon, August 30th. Definitely gonna pick that up. There was, let's see, scrolling down. Disney has a National Treasure TV show for Disney Plus. I didn't watch some of these, just to know. You got Marvel's Moon Girl. We got some new Gotham Knights gameplay for Batgirl. Pretty cool. The Joker won't be in Gotham Knights. This is the game they're talking. Yeah. Okay. Because they're also making a show. But then there's William Shatner to appear in Masters of the Universe Revolution. I don't care, really. I did not like the first season of Masters of the Universe Revolution. He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Season 3 trailer, fine, okay. I'm gonna kind of skip through some of these, actually. Amazon's The Wheel of Time renewed for a third season. Pretty sure that's pretty big for some people. I'm sorry, I'm kind of just skipping ahead. DC seemingly has no plans to make more Snyderverse movies, which I didn't think they did, which is honestly fine, if I'm going to be honest. Multiverses reveals new characters, including LeBron James and Rick Sanchez and Morty. I've already... by the way, you're wondering where my Multiverses review is, it'll be coming soon. I played LeBron James. Holy fuck, he's so much fun. I did not know that I'd be like a LeBron James main in a fucking fighting game, but I am. Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, new trailer reveals the creation of Balrog. This show is gonna be fucking huge. It's apparently like the biggest, like, it has the biggest budget of any TV show ever, which is crazy. We get a trailer for I Am Groot, the new spin-off of Guardians of the Galaxy, where we get where it's, a bunch of it's a series of short films about little baby Groot. I'm excited for this, but I'm not too excited for this, because it's like, I don't know, they're little short films, and also Groot, like, he's a side character. I don't know about him in his own show necessarily, but whatever. I'm pretty sure this could be cool. Marvel's What If Season 2 announced for early 2023 alongside Season 3 confirmation. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Spider-Man Freshman Year arrives on Disney Plus in 2024 and will feature Charlie Cox's Daredevil. And there was like a lot of like art for like Daredevil and Doctor Strange, and it's like, how the fuck is this canon? You know, but whatever. Get some more for Lord of the Rings. We get Gremlins Secrets of the Mogwai. I think that's a series, a Gremlins series. Okay. X-Men 97 to premiere on Disney Plus in fall 2023. I'm kind of surprised. It's kind of strange how they're doing this necessarily. We're not even in fall 2022 and they're telling us wait over a year for this, but I'm actually really excited for this because the X-Men animated series is legendary, you know, especially like the da-na-na-na-na-na, you know that shit, like that's fucking awesome. And yeah, it's really cool that they're bringing it back. Marvel Zombies on Disney Plus to have the gore and splatter you want from a zombie show. That's right. I'm not too excited for Marvel Zombies because it seems like, you know, they're kind of spinning off of that one What If episode, so that's like a novelty inside of a novelty, you know. But it's TVMA. Basically a rated R show. Awesome. We get Street Fighter 2 gets classic Street Fighter 2 costumes. Or Street Fighter 6, not Street Fighter 2, gets classic Street Fighter 2 costumes. You know, Ryu, Chun-Li, and Guile get their classic costumes. This one, I'm really excited here. Avatar Studios' first movie will focus on Aang. Reads, the first Avatar The Last Airbender film will focus on the original series' hero, Aang. The news was revealed during the Avatar Braving the Elements panel at Comic-Con, and though little else was said about it, we at least know what the first of the 3 Avatar Studios films will be about. Yeah, it's going to be about Aang and, you know, the other members of Team Avatar as, like, young adults. And that's what I thought, you know. I don't know, like, many people are speculating maybe it'll be about Kyoshi, maybe be about Korra, maybe it'll be about, you know, a brand new Avatar. I think if you do, like, a brand new Avatar, it kind of has to be... I think that kind of has to be a series. I don't think you can do that in a movie. So yeah, For All Mankind returning for a 4th season. More D&D stuff. Batman and Spawn are crossing over in the world of comics. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I'm kind of just going through Shazam. Oh, and now we're on to the DC stuff. Shazam! Fury of the Gods gets its first full trailer, and that looks really good. I loved Shazam. The first Shazam movie, no one saw it. You know, a lot of people didn't really go see it. Like, a lot of people I know didn't really see it. They tell me, like, you know, I didn't see it. That movie's fucking great. I love Shazam, you know. It's basically like, you know, this kid, he just gets these superpowers, and then when he's an adult, he turns into, like, a big buff adult, and, when he turns into an adult, he's like, Zachary Levi basically just plays a man-child, and he does that really well. So yeah, that's great. Helen Mirren is in this as, like, the villain, and she looks like she's having a lot of fun. You know, this doesn't seem like a role she usually plays, but she's playing it, and yeah, really excited for this one. And The Rock showed up in full Black Adam costume during San Diego Comic-Con 2022. Black Adam new trailer shows the Justice Society's Atom Smasher, Dr. Fate, Cyclone, and Hawkman. And here's the thing about this, though. A lot of people were expecting Henry Cavill's Superman to show up. It was Deadline and the Variety and all those places said he was going to show up, and he didn't show up. I can't get mad at DC for not having Henry Cavill Superman show up. You do understand that they never said he was going to show up. But yeah, I feel like I'm getting a little iffy if Henry Cavill is ever going to be Superman again, which sucks because I really did like his Superman. But yeah, I don't have too much to say on this whole thing, really. We got some House of Dragon information. Pretty cool. Bat Wheels. I have no idea why they're doing that. Star Trek Picard Season 3. By the way, I've seen some footage from Star Trek Picard, and it's so cringy. What the fuck are they doing on that show? Star Trek Lower Decks is another thing that just looks terrible. What the fuck are they doing with I'm not even a big Star Trek fan, but like, what the fuck have they done to it? The Sandman reveals new trailer. Some interesting stuff here for sure. Yeah. I'm just so yeah, that's basically all of Comic-Con when it comes to the not Marvel stuff. I'm saving the Marvel stuff. There's some Marvel stuff in there, but like MCU proper stuff. I'm saving that for its own topic. What do you guys think about all this? Now we get into the MCU, and it's announced that She-Hulk and Black Panther: Wakanda Forever will conclude Phase 4 of the MCU. And the thing about Phase 4 is it's just been all over the goddamn place, I feel like Phase 4, it hasn't really been, it's not been focused. That's what a lot of people are saying. I haven't hated it, I can't say I'm burnt out. Give me all the Marvel shit you want. I will eat it up anytime. But yeah, it feels a little directionless, and it's a little, but it's cool that we're only getting 2 more. Last year we kind of got a little overstuffed. It was like for every new movie there's a new show, but like there's 5 shows, 4 movies, and the 4 movies came out within the span of 6 months, which is crazy. That's a little bit much, if I'm going to be honest. And I get the pandemic kind of fucked things over and everything. There wasn't supposed to be 9 MCU things coming out last year. That's how things ended up. But this year is going to be 6, 7 if you want to count I Am Groot. So yeah, not too far off. Yeah, but like, yeah, we're getting there's She-Hulk and there's Black Panther: Wakanda Forever that conclude Phase 4. The She-Hulk trailer, we'll get into the Black Panther trailer a bit later, but the She-Hulk trailer, I'm excited for She-Hulk, but a little, like, I'm not entirely sure how I feel about the whole, like, Ally McBeal thing, the whole fourth wall breaking. I don't know, I feel like there should only be one character doing that in the MCU. That's Daredevil. Daredevil? What the fuck? That's Deadpool. The fuck did I say Daredevil? What the fuck's wrong with me? I guess I was looking at Daredevil on here, but, that's Deadpool. And I think, well, we'll see how it goes, because the trailers for the new trailer for She-Hulk looks really cool. And speaking of Daredevil, we got to see him in that for a little bit. And we'll get to Black Panther: Wakanda Forever a little bit after all this, because they ended it with that. So we got kicking off Phase 5, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, on February 17th. I'm actually really excited for this one. You know, Ant-Man has always been, like, you know, kind of the safer, you know, not too crazy ambitious Marvel movies. You want to make it take a huge leap, you throw in Kang. Kang's going to be in... we're going to see Kang get properly introduced in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And, like, I'm like, you just boosted my excitement up for this movie instantly by throwing in Kang. Not to mention MODOK is supposed to be in this, which I'm interested to see how they do MODOK in live action. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how that will work. You might just have to make him look completely fucking different. But yeah, I'm really excited. Bill Murray's supposed to be in this as someone. I don't know who he's supposed to be necessarily. But yeah, I'm really excited for Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Definitely the most excited I've been for an Ant-Man film. Then we have, sometime in spring 2023, Secret Invasion. I'm really excited for this. The Secret Invasion storyline has always been like a really cool storyline where all the Skrulls come in and secretly invading the MCU. My drawback with Secret Invasion is that they're making it into a series and it's 6 episodes long. I don't know if they confirmed it's 6 episodes long, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be 6 episodes long. But maybe not, because fucking She-Hulk is 9 episodes. But, like, this isn't a show. I don't think this is something you can do in 6 episodes. I really don't. So I'm a little worried about that, if I'm going to be honest. But yeah, the next thing, May 5th, 2023, that's 2 days after my birthday, by the way, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I'm really excited for this. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 might be my favorite MCU movie that isn't an Avengers film or No Way Home. You know, I fucking love Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, or Volume 1. Volume 2, I love that movie. Not as much as the first one, but I love 2. 3, we're supposed to see, like, the end of the Guardians, you know? This iteration of the Guardians of the Galaxy. I kind of hope some of them stick around, because I know James Gunn is moving on after this. I kind of hope some of them stick around, but I don't think so. But if they give them a nice swan song, you know, a nice, send-off, that'll be cool. I heard they didn't show this they didn't release this trailer, but they showed a trailer over at Comic-Con, and, like, apparently it had people crying, you know, apparently there's, like, a baby rocket there. That's interesting. So, yeah. Coming in summer 2023 is Loki Season 2. I remember when Loki Season 1 finished, immediately they announced Season 2. And it's like, yeah, okay. Like, you can definitely do another season of this. And, you know, maybe this will tie into, like, you know, we've already gotten 3 multiverse things in the MCU. We've gotten No Way Home, we've gotten Doctor Strange, and we've gotten Loki. But neither of them really tie into each other. Hopefully this will tie into, like, to the other stuff, you know. So yeah, I'm really excited for I really like Loki Season 1. I haven't had much of a, you know, an urge to rewatch it, but I still think it probably is the best MCU Disney Plus show. So yeah, coming in July, is that 28th? I think it's 28th. We have the Marvels. Now, I wasn't the biggest fan of Captain Marvel, you know. It's sort of just an underwhelming, kind of bland, average movie. The character of Carol Danvers is an interesting character, but they don't really they have really. I feel like we don't know too much about her other than the fact that like she's powerful, she's really strong. But like, and some people out there, they don't like that a woman is strong. But like, I don't fucking care. They're humans. She's strong, but like, I don't particularly like the tout that's kind of all we know about her. Would like to know a little bit more about her character. But they're throwing in Miss Marvel, which I really liked. Miss Marvel got a little lost in there, but they're throwing in Miss Marvel in here, and they're also throwing in Monica Rambeau, Photon, I think her superhero name is. So you got a nice little crossover in this one. So I'm really excited for this one. Well, not really excited because, again, this is more or less a sequel to Captain Marvel. But it's also more or less kind of a sequel to Miss Marvel, which I really liked. So yeah, next up, definitely really excited for this one, Blade, coming November 3rd, 2023. They announced this movie a while ago. They announced this movie when they announced Phase 4. And they're like, this is Phase 5. And yeah, it is Phase 5. Mahershala Ali, such a good actor, playing Blade. The Black Knight, Kit Harington's character, is reportedly going to be in this. I've heard reports that Delroy Lindo is going to be in this movie. I'm really excited for Blade. And the first Blade movies, like the first two, not so much the third one, but the first two, like, they're not talked about as much as like the Raimi Spider-Man movies or the original X-Men movies. But they, I feel like, kind of paved the way for the MCU. So yeah, also coming in fall 2023 is Ironheart. This is basically like a teenage girl who saw Iron Man as like her hero or something. I don't know too much about this character, to be honest. We'll just have to see. It does seem a little unnecessary, if I'm going to be honest. An unnecessary addition. Speaking of unnecessary, Agatha Coven of Chaos. Now, I really liked Agatha Harkness in WandaVision. I don't think we need a whole spin-off series about her. And what is this going to be an origin series? This is an origin series, right? It's going to be incredibly inconsequential. And, we're all talking about how, like, it seems directionless. And, now we know that this is called the Multiverse Saga. But, like, some of these things on here, I don't think they really have anything to do with the multiverse. Like Secret Invasion, Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be more about, like, giving the Guardians a send-off. How is Blade going to tie into the multiverse? How is this going to tie into the multiverse? I don't know, man. But it's supposed to come out winter 2023 or 2024. I skipped one, though, coming in summer 2023. That is Echo. Echo, after watching Hawkeye, I'm not convinced Echo needs her own show. But Daredevil is apparently supposed to appear in here, and so is Kingpin. So, you know what? Sure. I didn't really care too much about Echo in Hawkeye, though. I don't think she needs her own show. But, whatever, I'm interested to see what they have. Then, in spring 2024, oh, I'm excited for this. Daredevil Born Again. Now, I'm gonna share something with you. I've not watched Daredevil on Netflix. I know. It's on my watch list. I have to watch it sometime soon. On Disney Plus now. But holy shit, they're actually doing a Daredevil show, and the thing is it going to be 6 episodes? Is it going to be 8? Is it going to be 9? Is it going to be 10? No. It's going to be 18 episodes. 18! That's insane. That is longer than not only any MCU show, not only longer than any Disney Plus show, longer than fucking, like, the actual, like, Daredevil Netflix show. Now, that might be a little too long. Alright? Daredevil Born Again, 18 episodes might be a little too long. But at least they're not cramming a bunch of shit in 6 episodes. Then we get on May 3rd, 2024. Hey, that's my birthday. May 3rd is my birthday. Captain America New World Order. So this seems to be like more of a sequel to Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I liked Falcon and the Winter Soldier at first, but after thinking about it, it's very messy. But I do like, Sam Wilson as Captain America. And we're going to see a movie with him as Captain America. Apparently, though, this is from the comics. The new Captain America New World Order storyline from the comics is actually a multiverse thing where, like, Captain America, like Steve Rogers from another universe comes in, and it turns out he's Hydra. That's interesting to see that play out. And if that's the case, we can possibly see Steve Rogers. We can see Chris Evans come back. I'm interested for that. Then July 26. It's so weird. I can't really tell what that is. But in 2024, we have Thunderbolts. Now, I don't really know how this, has to do with the multiverse. But I think this is cool. You kind of get like it's supposed to be Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad. And we've been kind of building to a Thunderbolts movie. There's Yelena is supposed to be a part of the Thunderbolts. So is U.S. Agent and Zemo. I think, and Abomination, who's coming back in She-Hulk. So we have a decent team for Thunderbolts. So yeah, that's MCU Phase 5. Interesting stuff. Weird though, how there's no Armor Wars. Because that's like the one thing that is announced, but we just don't see that. Now, going on to Phase 6, there's a lot of open spots, so maybe Armor Wars can be in one of those spots, and also like there could also be like second seasons of certain shows and stuff like that. So yeah, starting Phase 6, we got a little bit of Phase 6, we have November 8th, 2024, a Fantastic Four. I'm really excited for this. They haven't revealed the cast. They haven't revealed, who's playing who. John Krasinski, everyone wants to see him play Reed Richards. Everyone wants to see Emily Blunt play Sue Storm. We just have to wait and see. I really hope that is the case. So we got some dates in there. Then we get on May 2nd, 2025, Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. So this is Avengers 5, and this seems like a big deal. We're not quite sure what this one's gonna be about, really. But then, just a few months later, November 7th, 2025, the same year, we're getting Avengers Secret Wars. And that's gonna be the conclusion to the multiverse saga. Whoa. 2 Avengers movies in 1 year. That might be a little too much. But, wow. From what I've heard, the Kang Dynasty, which I think is called the Kang Wars in the comics, but the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars are 2 very different, different things, 2 different stories, and Some people have speculated maybe the Kang Dynasty will be like a young Avengers movie. That could be possible. But the Kang Dynasty is being directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed, he did Shang-Chi. So that's interesting. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, the MCU, I'm optimistic, I was a little iffy on the MCU right now because, they seem to be going with a quantity over quality, which is something that the MCU has tried to avoid doing. But, I'm excited for this. So yeah, that's that. I had a few more topics, but I'm actually going to end it here because I've been going for quite a while. But yeah, that'll do it for this episode of DPX Talks for about an hour. Hope you enjoyed this. If you're watching on YouTube, go over to my SoundCloud and follow me. If you're listening to me on SoundCloud, go over to YouTube. Please go follow this podcast on SoundCloud. You just need to follow it. I don't think you even need to listen. I think following does the trick. So yeah, I'll be back in another month, hopefully with another guest. I always say that and I never get a guest, but I'll really try to get one. I can either get Zach or a new MeCast member Ryan John on here. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Take care.